In this video, I'll show you how to remove and replace spark plug wires on a 2.4-liter engine on a Jeep Wrangler. It is located on top of the valve cover. We're going to remove the air box. First, we'll take the actual air filter side of it out, set it aside. We'll disconnect the 13mm nut right here. Put your socket on it. It's the bottom bracket. You can break that free. Lift that up. Now you're going to need a flathead screwdriver or an 8mm socket. We're going to take the hose clamp off the throttle body. Loosen that up and also take the hose off the valve cover from the air box. Just give it a pull and lift it up. Now we're going to take our ground off our battery cable, 13mm or a 1/2-inch wrench, and break that free. Spin that right off. Tuck it away somewhere so it doesn't ground out. So the ignition coil is located right here on the top of the valve cover, right in front of the throttle body. 4 spark plug wires go into it, and it's marked for cylinder 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So remove the plug wires first, and what you can do is just pull and twist. Now we're going to disconnect the connector to the ignition coil. There's a little red tab here, that's a lock tab. I'm going to take a flathead screwdriver and push that out. Bring that out. And then there's the push down tab. I'm going to push down on that tab and then push the connector out. Pull it out. There we go. There's 4 mounting screws. They're 10mm socket. We're going to take all 4 out and then remove the ignition coil. Lift that up and out of the way. Now we're going to disconnect the IAC valve. It's the lower sensor on the throttle body. We're going to squeeze tab right here and push. Pull. Just like that. Throttle position sensor has a lock tab, that little red tab. Push that right out with a flathead screwdriver, then push down that tab and pull it out. I'm going to leave the throttle cable on because the bracket is mounted to the throttle body, so I just need to remove the 3 mounting bolts and then lay that aside. 10mm socket. The lower one is right here at 5 o'clock. Then the 2 top ones. Now all we have to do is take this and just lay it on the side. So now I'm going to pull the spark plug wires out, noting that the shorter ones go on the 2 center cylinders. They'll go on 2 and 3. Here we have our 4 plug wires, and you have the 2 short ones and the 2 long ones. Short ones are going to go in the center, and the long ones are going to go 1 and 4. I'm going to guide this right into that little side boot. I'm going to put it right on cylinder 1, push it down till it pops. Okay, we'll move on to cylinder 2. Push it down till it clicks. Yep. And then 3 and 4. So now we're going to examine our throttle body gasket to the intake. It's a rubber seal. As long as it's not flattened or oil soaked, swollen, torn, it can be reused. So we're going to just take our throttle body and guide it right over. And get the 3 mounting screws. Socket, and just snug them up before you torque it. $10mm socket, and we're going to torque the throttle body bolts to intake at 105 inch-pounds. I'm going to just really snug them up before I torque them in a crisscross pattern. We're going to install our new coil using the old mounting bolts. Just transfer them over, start them by hand. We're going to torque all 4 coil bolts to 105 inch-pounds. Let's connect our ignition coil harness till it clicks, and then push that red lock tab. Number 1 cylinder, number 1 spark plug, number 2, number 2. We're going to put 2 on first. See if we can keep it from bending and getting in the way. Same over here. Three and 4. 4, the furthest one away. 3 is in the center. Let's connect our IAC valve and our throttle position sensor. Push that red tab in. Install the airbox. I like to line up that vent hose first and then the throttle body air hose. Just like that. Then down here is that tab that goes in that rubber bushing. We'll line it up and push down. Take a flat screwdriver, tighten up the hose on the throttle body. The back airbox bracket nut right on that stud, 13mm socket. Snug that right up. Take the airbox end with the air filter in it. Pull the tabs away. We're going to bring the tabs ears in the back here and move it forward. Just like that. So now we will attach the negative cable. Make sure it is all the way down on that terminal end. And you're going to have a 1/2 inch or 13mm wrench or socket and snug this up. You want to make sure it does not move. When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.